Push the weight in the flex. The live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon. Motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Ah, that's better. Let's do this roll call, man. We're going to have a good show. My brother Joe in the building. Salute, brother. Yes, sir. Michael Fleming, Mark Wunderlich, Jimmy Bernard in the building, always supporting. What's good, brother? Michael Fleming. Colombia. Coach B. Hudson in the building. Salute. 4-ounce sniper. Bionic Prince. ATX, my brother. Salute, y'all. Sam Mack. Eric Jordan. Salute, good brother. Jason Bourne. Lamar Griffith, David Scott the third, man. Come on in, man. We got a huge show, man. We're gonna do this year in review, man. The year in review. We had a lot of great boxing this year. Melvin Harris, salute. Come on in, smash the like button. Corey, what up? Like the video, hype the video, share the video. We are our own algorithm. Let's not leave it up to Miguel or his boyfriend Jerome or James to do anything for us. Oh man. So now I guess I'm cyberbullying. Y'all enjoyed the show? Oh, please
that's some Suleiman crap. You bully him.
You bully him. You bully him. Hey, look, man. Ain't no one told you to click my link. No one told you to come talk your frivolous garbage. And all I did was reiterate and amplify what you said. I didn't have to say anything. You said it. You liar. But more on that later, because it actually plays in to my year in review. So we made it. I know the year's not quite out yet, but got a few days left. And it's been a really, really wonderful year for boxing. I wasn't annoyed. All right. There was a few things, you know, as a supporter of the sport, you don't really get everything that you want. But they made do. Mr. Shelton, salute. They made do with what they had. And I appreciate what was done. Was it perfect? No. But I'll take it. We don't get everything that we want. So we're going to talk about a few things. And if we miss something, if y'all want to add anything in the chat, y'all are free to do so. So I just threw together some things. But let's start off with fighter and trainer. Jonathan, what up? Fighter and trainer of the year goes to none other than Devin and Bill Haney. Now, I don't care what you say. You're just being biased. So what? Don't care. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Devin Haney is fighter of the year. And do you know why? Hold on a minute. Mr. Shelton, block that knuckle dragger in my chat. Do him right now. Do him dirty right now. Matter of fact, all my wrenches. I don't ask y'all to do much. But you see James Franklin right there? Y'all take y'all wrenches and do the Lord's work. Wrench gang.
Come on!
James, stay away from me.
Nigger.
Stay away from me, bro. It's over. It's over. It's over. I got all the tank information you need from me tonight because he made this year in review list. So you pay attention. Don't worry, I didn't leave him off.
Nigger.
That will never not be funny.
Man, dude, stay away from me, man. Stay away from me, bro. We ain't cool, man. Stay away from me. You said what you said. I said what I said. This motherfucker said I'm cyberbullying him with the crying emoji. In Stormy's chat this morning, first of all, real shit, I'll put up with some of that. But I'm like that cool high school teacher. I'll teach you stuff, but I'll goof around with you. Don't bring that to Stormy's channel, man. That's for intellectuals over there. I goof around here, but I know how to zip my lip and sit down and act accordingly in the chat when the sensei has class in session. Don't bring that bullshit over to him. For what? Why would you do that? Because you're not an intellectual. You're not. You can fuck around here if you want to. Well, I'm not allowing you here anymore. You could go get cussed out by BFTB for hours on end. There's something wrong with y'all. I'm telling you, stay out my chat. Stay off my, when I drop links, I'm not letting you up here no more. Dude, you're a liar and you're a grown ass man. Lying like how you were lying about Tank. That is sick, bro. And I didn't lie on you. I just played what you said. You're a liar. I can't. It is frightening to be around a dude like you. Does your girl know you lied like that? In your mind, you're part of the team. And then when you're presented to talk to somebody from the team, you said you never said you was on the team. Dude, that's sick. That's sick. And then you go to Stormy's channel and say my name. That's sick. Please don't say my name, bro. Don't do that. Do not do that. Stormy's channel's not the place for that. I might goof around here a little bit, but Stormy's channel's not. I have Stormy here because he evens me out every once in a week. Once a week, he evens my shit out. That's an intellectual boxing station. You want to talk boxing over there, X's and O's, throwback fights. You're not there to talk about Tank Davis until he does something for us to talk about that doesn't involve beating women, that doesn't involve him ducking fights. Stormy puts out products every day, premieres. Do you watch him? He talks about the shit we don't talk about. That's why he's the fucking sensei. It's boxing talk, and you over there looking for smoke for what? In defense of a guy that don't like you? That you gotta lie and say that you're on the team? You're sick, like the rest of his fans. And that's what we've learned. As a matter of fact, one of the categories I have here is dumbest fan base. I swear to God. And guess who has the dumbest fan base of 2025? Take a mirror, hold it up and stare at it. The dumbest fan base I've ever seen. Because everybody, do you know everybody put in work this year? Everybody put in work this year. And before the year's out, you know what else happened? Shakur is finally fighting a fight that I want to see. See, I don't just like Shakur just to watch him work against anybody. I want to see him fight a contemporary. He's finally fighting Teofimo Lopez and vice versa. It's happening in the first part of January. But they decided to do it. So everybody's working, but your guy, dumbest fan base, goes to Gervonta Tank Davis. So now we've gotten that out the way. Now, let me read these 2 super chats. We're going to keep it pushing. Eric Jordan, that super chat early, he says, James 100 mad that Miguel clapped his cheeks. Going in. Oh, my God. My gosh. See, you see, James? You done got my boy E started.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Decide to be mad. It's okay. Unload this magazine on your stupid ass. Eric Jordan back. Oh, he's in the super chat twice. Salute. Nigga told me I'll celebrate. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all bust him upside his head. Thank you. Thank you, BZ. James, you're blocked. Don't ever come back here again. Watch me from the sideline, stupid. It's ridiculous. So back to Trainer of the Year, Fight of the Year, Bill and Devin Haney. Your thoughts, Stormy?
That's an excellent selection. You know, I went with the other. I went with Bo Mack and Bud. But again, this is basically the same. Bill is making exceptional moves in the sport with not only setting up matchmaking opportunities, but negotiating the deals for the fights and preparing his fighter for come what may. We had a little bit of a slip up a little over a year ago, but they have not only returned to the sport with a rededicated focus, but a true understanding of how to move going forward. And it is gratifying to watch, because you're supposed to learn as you go forward, and they have by leaps and bounds. So which is why I say it's an excellent choice, because Devin is ready to assume the mantle that Bud bestowed upon him.
Yes, sir.
He's ready. He's ready. And he's ready in multiple ways. He's ready in the manner of which you just heard me talk about negotiating. If they want to talk about gates and money, Devin makes money.
Yeah.
Devin generates money.
That's right.
Though he doesn't bring to the bouts that he participates in that old adage of A side, B side, because he is willing to do what's necessary to make the fight happen. So if it requires giving the other guy a sweeter portion of the pot, he's willing to do that. His ego doesn't precede getting to what his ambitious goal is, and that is to secure quality opposition for legacy. We don't have a lot of that right now. And by he already being a pretty wealthy guy in the sport, he's not hurting in that aspect. So to be generous and giving someone a little something extra, because it's going to be the most that they made fighting anyone else anyway, he's willing to do that. Next is the fact that he goes straight toward fights that are meaningful for his career. He's not looking to be active. He's being active in the pursuit of what his goals are.
Correct.
And that means that if you've got a strap, if you've brought some sense of being a threat, he wants to see that. He wants to test against that. Another lost art in this present time. So when we see that aspect of his game, he's doing that in a tremendous way. And then lastly, he being the latest rendition of the 5-dimensional fighter.
That's right.
Devin does not have to fight anyone like he's fought anyone else.
That's right.
He is so diverse in what he's able to do in there. He can slug with you. He can outbox you. He can make you miss and swim without getting wet all day if necessary. Or he could just work that jab that you remember. And that's probably the best jab in the business. He can work that jab all night. And if you can't get beyond that, he doesn't even need to go into the toolbox for anything else. He has been well schooled by top prominent trainers in the sport. And at first I was kind of questioning, and I can say this on the air because you and I have had plenty of private conversations. And I was concerned that, you know, it appeared like he was bouncing around from trainer to trainer to trainer. No, what Devin has done is he has assimilated the aspects of what's available to be offered because he is a savant. He's a student of the game. He can absorb the teaching from what a trainer has to offer and apply it to everything else he's already able to do. Again, that's an aspect that is kind of lost in today's time.
Yes.
Because there are fighters, they don't have to mimic who they train, who they're trained by.
They're training. Right.
If you are a very diverse fighter, it doesn't matter who's really working your corner. What matters is that they remind you of the things that you're capable of doing. You see, and that makes a difference. And that is alone what shuns the opposition away from him, because he is so diversified in that manner. There are too many others who just know in their heart that they can't deal with that. And that's okay, because that's what separates the wheat from the chaff, you know? So it is what it is, but those are my thoughts on that.
Well said. The reason why I had Bud, the reason why I didn't have him as fighter in Bomac as trainer of the year, only because Bud retired. He retired. He went out on his terms.
And that's why I did, because I was considering Devin.
Right. So it's
so
you know what I'm saying?
Explain that from my vantage point of what, because he did what they didn't want him to do.
There you go.
He left on top. They are mad.
They mad. They mad as hell.
They are mad. They are really, dude. Yeah, Bud went out like Tupac. You know how Tupac, you see them pictures of Tupac like this? Yeah, Bud went out like that, and they mad. Suleiman mad. Those people that align themselves with Suleiman, they mad with Suleiman and for Suleiman. And guess what? You remember when the Paul brothers in that promotion with Floyd, I got your hat, huh?
Yep.
Well, Bud, I got your undisputed title, huh? He got it, and he up out of there. See, they were trying to push David Benavidez in front of him.
They were waiting.
Alum Kaluli, they trying to push him in front of him. They saying, oh, well, he should try to fight this one. He should drop down to that way. He should fight Boots. He should do this. He should. He's his own man. And y'all, everything that y'all tried to do to him, he still prevailed. And then he said, I'm done. But check this out. Not only did he leave him mad for that, some people are surprised. Some people are like, wait a minute, but it was sudden. It wasn't sudden. He said in his interview with Andre Ward last year, he said he wasn't going to be fighting till he's 40. He said that. He just turned 38, right?
Yep.
There you go.
And they were gonna force that Benavidez match. I saw it coming. They're gonna say, well, Canelo ain't do it. In order for you to be really better than Canelo, you would do what Canelo didn't do. Don't fall for it.
That man went out on top. Brother, they are so mad, but that's why it makes him fighter of the year for me, because he did it. Frank Sinatra, I did it
In
my way.
Yep.
He went out on top. Don't they always tell people, go out on top?
That's
Leave
right.
while you still got, your faculties. And you got money in the bank. You don't need this. You don't need that.
He went out perfectly.
Soon as he said, I'm done, they're like, wait. It's kind of sudden. Oh, he should do this. No, you can't have that both ways.
Did they say that about Joe Calzaghe
No.
when he decided to leave? Okay. Well,
No.
case closed.
So I
The black
love
fighters,
it.
it's never enough with us. It's never enough. Oh, he got all this work on the table. Oh, he should go to 160 and fight Janabek. What happened with Janabek?
He saw, he came, he conquered, he quit. He took the ball and went home.
Yep.
You
Sorry,
can't
but
take
not
that
sorry.
away from him. You cannot take that away from him. I only wish my brother, the dearly departed Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, was here, because I am sure that Kurt would be applauding this man and saluting him and giving him all the love and adornment that he requires, because we think similar when it comes to that.
Right.
It is like, do it your way. They made it this way. Bud could have accumulated more than he has. But y'all want to say, oh, there's still something left on the table. No, they kept him out of play. When I did my dedication stream to him for retiring, which some of y'all didn't watch because y'all haters, but guess what? I spoke about that. He was given the long route for a lot of stuff, kept on the outside when other things were readily set up for certain individuals. And because it took him a little bit longer than he wanted to, he still got the notoriety and the recognition and the accomplished and achievement that at the end of the day he needed. He's the fighter of his generation. He told you that before he fought Errol Spence. And by beating Canelo, he proved it. So that's the fighter of the year for me and the fighter of this generation. I'm sorry I went a little long-winded.
No. We need to hear that. And shout out to Bill, because Bill's the one that put the Canelo idea in his head.
Absolutely. Once again, putting that matchmaking mind of his,
that's right,
into play. Because Bill, hey, dude, if I had a fighter, I would, and like as a trainer, I would want my fighter to sign up with DHP.
That's right.
I would want them to sign up with DHP, because Bill, he don't miss the details. He don't
at all. Salute to Eric Jordan.
Haters out here, y'all can. Nah, I don't like Bill. He talk too much. Well, guess what? Y'all don't think too much, because that's why your favorite guys are on the decline and on the outside looking in.
That's why Boots is over there. Boots over there running around with Eddie Hearn. I'm not wishing nothing but the best for Boots, but I'm going on record saying I don't like that damn move. And I just played Eddie Hearn sat up here and lied straight to my face 2 weeks ago. And that's not the first time he's lied on camera. But y'all go ahead, man. Pray for Boots. Salute to Eric Jordan and that super chat. He says Miguel got Hassan chopped by the power of the ninja sword.
Hassan shot!
Ooh, we loud.
Ay, Miguel!
Give power to my nigger sword!
Oh man. Ford just asking, does Bud return as a head coach? No, I want Bud to get possessed by the ghost of Hagler. You walk away from the game, don't come back. Don't train nobody. Maybe you'll do some appearances, but that's it. I don't want him anywhere near. Just stay in Omaha, talk to them kids, boost them up, and that's about it. If he can do whatever he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Just Spark, salute. He can do whatever he wants to do, but don't give boxing anything, because boxing is ungrateful, and you got a bunch of ungrateful fans, and it's just disgusting. So we got fight of the year. What about best fight of the year? Did you, Jonathan, what up, brother? Fight of the year. From January to now, what was the best fight of the year?
There were a couple of great candidates for that, but what I ended up picking, and again, from my list from last night, I put 2 fighters in the list in 2 different categories for 2 special reasons. And so that's the second category that Bud falls in for me, his fight against Canelo, because of the masterpiece performance that he put on. Remember, they were always saying once he gets caught by Canelo, that was going to be it. They were saying that he's not going to hold up. His legs are going to get heavy in the late rounds, and that he was going to fall apart and things like that. And moving up basically 3 weight classes. This is their talk, not mine. Basically moving up 3 weight classes. You know, there's weight divisions for a reason. You know, those quotes. See how they come back to bite you in the ass when you don't know what you're talking about?
That's right.
Because you're not looking at the individual. You're looking at the overall picture. A good big man can beat a good little man. Well, guess what? In a trilogy, Holyfield did beat Riddick Bowe. He did. So Terrence Crawford went in there, and not only did he outbox, outthink, outsmart, outfight Canelo, in the championship rounds, he took it to his ass. And he was in a mode where his coaches had to pull him back because he was like, I think I could get him. And Bomac was like, no, you don't have to do that. We're doing good. Just make sure you bank the rounds, but you don't have. He was ready to go out there to knock him out. Levels that no one gave him credit for having were on display. And is Canelo better than Madrimov? I'm asking.
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be.
Canelo basically didn't win a damn round.
Not one. Now, what does that say?
The separation of talent was like night and day. And then, with all the ego that he has had on display all these years, what did Canelo say?
We have to accept it. Straight to Ali Sekback.
Listen, man.
You have to accept it. That's what he said. I had you winning, Canelo. Reporting. I had you winning. He says, look, we have to accept it.
Listen,
What
man.
Man. Look, man. Don't always say time reveals all truth. Wasn't 2025 the year of truth? Hey, you want to be a douche? Want to be a douchebag? Want to be a douchebag? Let me see something first. Let me see something first. This nigga's still watching. Hey, James. Fight of the year is y'all niggas versus Tank Davis. He ain't do nothing. That's the fight. That was the fight for me. Tank, get him. Devin's over there, get him. Shakur's over there, get him. Tio calls you a monkey, get him.
Play that one right there. I just put up in your queue.
I try it, but my body just not let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. I hit Crawford, but no clean shots, like with all my power. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He knows how to move and everything.
Did you see the lumps on his face? Play it one more time. Look at that. Look at that. Who you seen Canelo come out of a fight looking like that? From a guy from 3 weight divisions smaller than him.
Hey, I don't recall seeing Bud with a swole anything. It might have happened. It might have happened. It might have happened.
He came out. He was markless. He was markless. Look at this dude. Look at him. He looked like he might have just come out of a fight with Triple G or something, right? Look at that.
Hey, Canelo, I had you winning. Reporting. Do you not hear what he just said? Do you not hear what Canelo just said? The fuck?
That's that's my fight of the year. Look at that. Look at that. Remember, he had no chance. Terrence, are you ready to feel the Mexican power, Terrence? Huh? How about that?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Look at that. Play it one more time. Play it one more time.
One more time. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
I try it, but my body just no let me go. And you need to accept it. That's it. I hit Crawford, but no clean shots, like with all my power. He's a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He knows how to move and everything.
He never even said that about Floyd when he fought Floyd. Listen, when he said what he said right there, his body wouldn't let him do. Now, who's the older fighter? Bud's 38. Canelo's 33, 34. Yeah. How about that?
Listen, I know y'all are upset, but these are just facts. I see you in the chat. He says Bud and Usyk, then everyone else. I'm not mad at Usyk. The only reason why I got Bill and let me explain why I got Bill and Devin over everybody else. And Bud is the only reason why is because Bud left the game. That's the only reason why. If he was still active, I'm like, yo, he's up there. But he left the game and he passed the torch to Devin. He said so out of his own mouth. So I'll give him that. Alexander only fought once this year. He only fought once. And he fought a guy that he beat already. Fine. Devin, I remember people saying that Jose Ramirez was going to beat him. I remember that. Then they said he ran. Then he fought a guy that was in Brian Norman that was supposed to kill him. You remember? Oh, man. Devin, he going to power box you. He going to hit you with the left hook and it's going to be Ryan Garcia all over again. Whole time while eating a goddamn biscuit. And none of that happened.
Me. It's all going to be the same.
Yo, I promise you, I'm gonna make a track out of that. Pew, pew, pew,
Dude,
pew,
let me tell you something, man.
pew,
Nobody expected. But you know what? I was sitting back there, bro. I don't have I usually keep a snack or something near me. I have more in my bag of chips or something. I was just sitting there like, I knew what was gonna happen. I knew, bro. It's like sometimes you just know shit.
Yo.
And I was when I saw that clip right there, because that was at the glove testing, right? That was at the glove testing. I was like, this dude is confident. Let me take it back for you. Let me take it back for you. Do you remember in the fight against Arrow, the weigh-in? Do you remember how Bud came out singing and everything? How he was relaxed?
Mm-hmm.
That was this fight's version of that. When he was at the weigh-in, remember, he's testing the gloves out, and they was like, what about these? He's like, it don't matter to me. You're gonna get it anyway. And he was pew, pew. He was assimilated. He was in fight mode. But it was hilarious because you never seen him animated like that. He was relishing the moment. He knew it was his time. Dude, when fighters get into a certain mode like that, you have to pay attention to these things. Which is why I try to tell people, watch boxing. Stop just watching guys you know. Watch the freaking sport. You're going to learn things by doing it. I love that kid, Patrick, that called my show this morning because he was saying, hey, Stormy, I've been watching some old fights, like he started talking about Lewis and Smelling and stuff like that. And I was like, that's great. And then when he said what he said about Smelling, taking advantage of Lewis in the first fight, and Lewis was keeping his left low and this and that. And I gave him a detail that he didn't know of.
Right.
That
About
Lewis
falling
carried
out the
that
tree.
left low. He fell out of a tree
Right.
when he was a kid, and he broke his clavicle.
Mhm.
So that was a mechanic issue that Schmeling made him correct. But he was so good, he was getting away with that disadvantage until Schmeling capitalized on it. And then after that, nobody was able to do that to him again. That's a fighter going from here to there. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Lewis did. But I love this young man telling me, hey, I've been watching the old fights. Then he asked me, hey, can you give me some old fights to watch? And I got a whole library of them that I could give his push toward his weight. But I love someone who has the enthusiasm to want to do that.
Correct.
You got all these damn sexperts, is what I call them, out here trying to pontificate that they really think they know something, and they know diddly poo. They don't know a damn thing, bro.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
Salute to my brother Smoke and Talk podcast, Real Baltimore. See, I got a lot of fam in Baltimore, Real Baltimore in the building, gifting a membership to my brother Freedom's Moss, man. Salute to you, good brother, man. Go subscribe to Smoke and Talk podcast, Real Baltimore. Is a reaction channel. That's the fam right there. Salute. My brother Freedom's March in that super chat, much love, man. He says, quick aside, Timacoon Bradley said Keyshawn is the new Bud. Y'all agree? I vehemently disagree with my soul. Key is not that good to me. And bro, look.
Let me help Freedom's March out, and Coach Hudson is in the chat as well. I will answer that by saying this. Character is the biggest separation that he could never be like Bud. Character. There you go.
Now look, I didn't say no one up here said we hate Keyshawn. Let me tell y'all something. 2 weeks ago, when he walked in, he sat right behind me, him and his woman. When Shakur did the face-off with Lopez and they went to talk to the media, I turned around and I said, Young King. He turned around and looked at me. He about this big to me. And I held my hand out. I said, I need you to succeed. You know I need you and your brothers to succeed, right? And he dapped it up. I held his hand. I gave him a pound. And I looked him in his face. I said, I need you to succeed. Everything else out here is bullshit. I need you to focus. You know what he said to me? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then he went on, when I asked him about the Richardson Hitchens, the young man lied to me, right? Played it for y'all.
Now let me run something to you with just what you said. You had a like moment with Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
Yep, same thing.
He lied right in front of your face too. I know, man. I know. See, remember, you take these moments and you file them in a database. What do I say sometimes, Drew, about people like this? They share the same DNA.
Same DNA.
When you've seen it once, there are many ways that it can come into play, but it's the same essence, that poor character thing. And that's the difference. That's what keeps guys from ascending to the points of their potential. Because they seemingly like to stop and look at what's on the side of the road and people, oh, there's an accident over there. Instead of focusing up with tunnel vision, going on down to where their objective is, they get sidetracked. And when you get derailed, it's very difficult to get back on track. Very difficult.
Let me ask you a question. You just said character. I just told y'all. I looked the brother in the face and I said, I need you to be successful, you and your brothers. He told me, yes, sir. And I meant that. So when he walked around, I asked him, I said, let me get an interview real quick. And I asked him about him and Richardson Hitchens on January 31st. And he told me, I don't know nothing about that. I don't be online. Never said anything about being online. This wasn't an online rumor. This is something we heard from the industry, and it got back to us. I left it alone. I didn't know Hitchens was going to show up. He just showed up. And then he was talking with him. I got the camera out. He says, oh, chill. Eddie Hearn walks over, because I just got done talking to him, his lying ass. And he says, yeah, this fight was supposed to be on January 31st. That's what I was asking about. Now, let me ask y'all a question, because we're talking about character, right? Talking about character. He said Devin Haney's name. And mind you, Keyshawn was on the list, but he's not at welterweight. Or whatever. But he's on the list, right? Because he said his name. He said, I'm with the smoke. Hitchens wanted to smoke. Bill pressed him in New York. He got on the Boxing Voice and said, oh, no, I was just bullshitting. Remember that? But nobody wants to call Mr. Popo a liar. Fine. Keyshawn Davis talked about Devin Haney. Let's fight. Remember the same thing Hitchens said? Let's fight, nigga. Remember that? Keyshawn said the same thing. Basically, I want Devin Haney. He didn't know anything about him versus Richardson Hitchens, but they had that old face-off. It was all 8 minutes of it. I got it on video. After he lied to me and said he ain't know nothing about it. Okay? How the fuck did he sign to fight Jermaine Ortiz so fast? Do you know why? That fight been there.
It's been a done deal.
It's been a done deal. What are we talking about? Why are you saying Devin? Y'all like to say people using people's names to market themselves. What was that? So when we talk about character, I don't recall Bud doing that. I recall them being discrepancies between him and Errol and getting the fight done, and there was outside interference from the PBC. And once Errol stepped away from that, remember he put out that cryptic tweet, I feel like I'm being played. He wasn't talking about Bud, he was talking about the PBC. And then once he stepped out of that and made the fight got done in 2 seconds. You see? So all of these things are related. Character. I wanted to root for Jarrell Miller. I don't fuck with AJ. I really felt that he could have beat him in New York. He was getting it in New York. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep the needle out of his ass. And I told him when I met him, I said, bro, what happened? He said, I know, man, I know. I said, bro, I was rooting for you. That was your night. You saw what Andy did? That could have been you. I know, but I'm going to get right. We dapped it up, and we took a picture. Has he gotten right yet? Has he gotten his weight under control yet? These are things that I'm asking because I want to root for him, but how? I'm keeping it honest, and we from New York and all that. So what's all this name calling? Fuck you, Bill. Fuck you, Dev. Let's fight. Bill pressed him that weekend, nothing. Then he told the Boxing Voice, I was just fucking around. Y'all remember Tank Davis talking in the dark? I just like saying niggas' name because they got a little buzz and shit. Isn't that not clout chasing? Tank, clout chase. Richardson Hitchens, clout chase. Keyshawn, clout chase. He had a fight lined up. Y'all want to ask me why I got Bill and Dev number one on my list? That's why. That's why. You understand? So shout out to Usyk though. Usyk is the truth, but he only fought once this year and he knocked out a guy that he beat already. So everybody want to talk about clout chasing, y'all really can't have that conversation. I know y'all want to real bad, but you can't. You can't. So
and Jermaine, salute to Blue Blood, who pointed this out. Jermaine Ortiz, he had a fight that he could have taken with Shushu, and he left that opportunity to go with Keyshawn, which is a tougher fight for him because he said it wasn't enough money for the title fight with Shushu. But you're in a tougher fight for no title. You see how these guys move?
Man, listen, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
So can we put that up for, I don't know, biggest ducks? Fights that could have happened that never did. Can we put that up there?
The biggest duck of 2025. And I'm sad to say, even though it should be Tank Davis, it's not. It's Rolly.
And he just did that.
Yep, he just did.
He just
That
did that.
is the biggest duck. Because guess what, you guys? He's not a world champion. He's not. He's a titleist, but he's not a world champion. And he's been gifted a couple of opportunities to not only fight for a title, because when he fought Tank, that was for Tank's title.
Mm-hmm.
But around that situation, he has won a belt, lost it, and then now he has another belt that was vacated, right? That he fought Ryan for or whatever. But had he just gone ahead to a unification fight with Devin Haney,
Mm-hmm.
he would have made more money than he ever has in his career. And he don't have to fight no more after that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not going to beat anybody that's good. He's not.
It's not.
So this was the opportunity for him.
Can I ask y'all a question? Since Rolly became this killer, he became a killer until Devin said, all right, you got a belt, then you on the goddamn radar. Can I ask y'all a question? Y'all know he don't beat Devin. He don't believe he beat Devin. Y'all want him to beat Devin, but he don't believe he beats Devin because he'd have signed it immediately. Who can Rolly beat? He already beat a regular Ryan Garcia with no juice. Who's he beating, y'all? At 47. Who's he beating? I don't even think he beats Crocker. That kid could get outboxed. But Stormy, is Rolly, you know what? Being that Rolly's a titleist, I'm going to say, well, shit. Well, let me ask you. Is that worse than Teofimo Lopez dodging 11 million to fight Devin? Is that worse?
It's on par. Because the 11 million that Teofimo could have fought, remember, this is a guy who's complaining that he hadn't made no money. With Rolly, it's the most money that he would ever make. Who else is he going to make the purse that he would fight for a unification match against Devin Haney? And you know the Haneys are fair. They will pay you.
Yes.
They won't overpay,
No.
but they will pay you. That's why I said that certain respect that comes with whatever Devin is doing. Rolly is listening to bad information. If it's from the PBC and Al Heyman and those so-called advisors, you are being advised poorly. You are. Because Al Heyman sent Prince Charles Martin over to the UK to get killed by Matchroom and their fighters for $9 million instead of staying at home in-house fighting Deontay Wilder for less.
Man, yeah, you sure did.
So, do you see how knowing the history, you can come back and exploit it for the BS that it truly is? Al Heyman is supposed to be telling Rolly, get your butt out there and fight for this unification.
Yep. What is Rolly afraid of? What's he afraid of? You fought Ryan Garcia. You know why Rolly didn't care? Because G-Tat, a salute, brother. You know why Rolly didn't care? Because Rolly knew Ryan wasn't juiced. So he wasn't a legitimate threat anymore.
He got the benefit of what Devin was supposed to receive.
Thank you.
Remember, that was supposed to be Devin's fight.
It sure was. Now, they could have had it after that.
Last minute, they switched it because Ryan did go through the testing program and protocol and everything like he was supposed to, but then they took the Rolly fight instead, saying that they were going to swing around and come back to Devin after. They just took the money and ran.
Who supports Rolly ducking unification? Who supports that? Devin Haney haters? You know, these other YouTubers that say, I hope to God that whoever gets a belt goes in the other direction away from Devin. I mean, I don't know what you gain from that. But see, this is why I have Devin at number one. Because not only of what they've accomplished in 2025, but all the red tape that was openly erected in front of you from the business of boxing Well, I'm not even the business. When I talk about business, I'm saying the fighters and the fans, the fanatics, the haters, not the fanatics, the haters. So these are battles that, you know, they're all against. They're fighting all of these people. I mean, they're hoping this kid lose. They hoping if he wins, they know what he's trying to accomplish. Legacy in title unification. And they're hoping that everybody goes away from them. Rolly's on the fucking hit list because he now has a belt. Heavy as a head that wears the crown. And y'all are okay with Rolly ducking? Yo, look, yo, here come the Tank fans. Watch this. Well, Rolly knocked him out already. Okay, well, none of y'all said Rolly was done. Like y'all said Devin was done after he had that fight with Ryan. He'll never be the same again.
He didn't have no chin, or he was
no chin or nothing like that. Y'all never said Rolly been knocked out twice. Right? It was twice, right?
Yeah.
He's been knocked out. He's been knocked out. Yeah, he's been knocked out.
Pitbull knocked him out.
Pitbull knocked him out. Then he fought the Elder in Barossa. Okay, and nobody ever said he was done. And he came back, and to his credit, now he has a title. Now he has a title. So why are y'all not on his bumper about unification? I don't know. I do know. But biggest ducks, I'm going to say it's Rolly, and it's on par with Teofimo. But now on the way out, Teofimo's fighting Shakur. Rolly's not doing anything. And Rolly could lose that title in his very next fight. Other than unification, what does he do? That kid could be beaten because we've seen him beaten, but y'all would rather see him beaten by somebody other than Devin. Y'all proved my point. This is why I made this guy Fighter of the Year. This is why. Not only because of what he's doing in the ring, because of what y'all trying to do to him. Shout out to Bud for co-signing that. So let's go to this would be a funny one, bro. Stormy, underachiever of the year.
Underachiever of the year.
Someone that the world thinks they could do everything, but just chose to do nothing. Underachiever. You already know what I'm going to say. I'm just asking Stormy. Underachiever.
Well, that's definitely a category that could be headed up by Tank.
Yep.
That could be headed up by Tank.
Because that's my underachiever.
He has that the appeal of being a guy who has talent that you would like to see his abilities in against his contemporaries, but he's making no effort whatsoever for that to happen.
Zero effort. Whatsoever. Now, I'm biased and I'm a hater and I'm on Bill's payroll, but for some reason I'm still working a day job. Trust me, if I'm gonna be on anyone's payroll, I'm gonna make sure that they cover my pension. But it's Tank. You know why? Again, the same reason why I got Devin as Fighter of the Year, and Bill as Trainer of the Year. It's the same reason why I have Tank as underachiever, because the reason why y'all hate on DHP and big up Tank and say that it's not his fault that he didn't achieve anything is bullshit, because he's the A-side and he can do anything. And what did he do? He gave us Lamont Roach, and we didn't ask for it. Fucked around, got a draw, and all we did ask for, oh my God, a rematch. He's gonna get him, right? I said, great. Let's see it. And what happened? The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. So he's God now, right? He said, nah, I'm gonna get my 40 million from Jake Paul. And I said, wait a minute, no, that's not even a real fight. First of all, you can get hurt playing with that heavyweight because he's a heavyweight, right? You can get hurt fucking around. I don't want that. Y'all remember me saying I don't want Tank to have that fight because Jake is a troll. They can have an agreement. They can have an agreement that they don't hurt each other. And I see Jake Paul late in the fight trying to hurt Tank, like how Logan tried to, like, when he went off script and tried to hurt Floyd, and Floyd pull counted him and knocked him out and held him up so he didn't fall. I saw Jake Paul doing that to Tank. And I didn't want that for Tank. I didn't want that for Tank. I said, run it back.
Of the fight outcome with the replacement of Anthony Joshua, That's another reason why I celebrated what Joshua did to him, because Joshua went off script and knocked his jaw out of alignment and knocked teeth out of his mouth and everything that really went along with the old saying and adage that you don't play boxing.
Damn right.
That was beautiful.
And watch this.
You get so caught, oh, we just gonna move around in here.
Bullshit.
The moment that Joshua hit him, it was over. It was
I knew
over.
around one that AJ wasn't playing. He had threw a left hook and missed.
Plastic
"Oh, shit."
surgery for Jake Paul. Plastic surgery.
Yep.
But he just lucky that he didn't end up in a casket. Because that's what could have really happened to him. Believe it or not. You guys might think I'm making jokes. I'm not. Anthony Joshua did exactly to him what was supposed to be done. Mike Tyson is so far gone and so much of a sellout that he has no dignity anymore, that you saw what you saw. He even showed you his rear end before the fight.
Oh, man.
Meaning that the back door was open.
That's disgusting.
Metaphor.
Yeah.
The back door was literally open.
Yep.
Come and get it.
And they went and got it. I'll be damned. And y'all told us, Tank fans. Hold on, let me see something. Let me make sure. This nigga's still here. Unbelievable. This nigga's crazy. Well, since you're listening, I had the Tankamaniacs questioning my blackness. Let the black man get his money. You're black, ain't you, Drew? Yeah, last time I checked, I'm black. And let him get his money. I say, look, I don't want to see this kid get hurt by this troll ass dude.
Where you gonna get his money from, though?
Yeah. It was $40 million, but Turkey was offering him $25 million to come to Saudi and punch Devin in the face, and he didn't do it. He asked for 3 Ferraris. The Baltimore education system at its finest. Fine.
But wait,
so
let's dial it down a little bit for the Baltimore school system, Listen, he's already on probation, right?
He sure is.
So he wanted to prove to these, oh, that judge got something against me. Yeah, you're a criminal. But anyway, you wanted to go to Japan. They said no. So Jake Paul comes up with an offer for you, and you say, okay, I'll take that. However,
Nigger.
Go ahead.
However, when you do what you did off script to that woman, knowing that you're on probation and everything, knowing that Netflix is going to have you on a global market more than Amazon Prime or anything could do for you, Netflix here, and you do what you did.
Oh, shit.
You messed up the bag, bro. That's a fumble, huh?
Hey.
That's a fumble.
Hey. You see this nigger right here? This nappy-headed, knuckle-dragging nigger? All right? I might have blasted his mom. She's from Hollis, Queens. I left for Trail of Destruction there in the 90s. I was slinging that dick everywhere. So anyway, this is one of those tank niggers. It's one of those tank niggers. And I thought he was schooled already. I let him click the link, and all he wanted to show me was the top of his head. That's symbolic because he wants to suck my dick. I'm a heterosexual male.
First of all, wanting to call yourself Drippy anything.
Drippy Papacito, 69. Look at his name. Look at his name. Drippy Papacito, 69. You can't make this up. He says, we question your blackness because you bash black women and the same black man every day. No, I bash the black man for beating on black women. And I don't do it every day. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? I bashed the black man that can't keep it. Because since we spoke last, Drippy Papacito, Tank walked up into a club and beat up another woman. Uh-oh. You didn't hear when I said, hey, man, I don't like this Jake Paul fight. He's going to try and hurt Tank. Why don't Tank just fight Lamont Roach? And you know what Drippy Papacito says while pulling on his nipple rings? You know what he says? Leave Tank alone. He could do what he could do what he want to do. Meanwhile, he's from fucking Hollis, Queens, showing me the top of his nappy head, watching me. Look at the nigger in the chat right now. A Drippy Papacito. First of all, change your name, man. No man is supposed to be calling another man that. And then 69? 69, bruh? What do I tell you about these kids? Mansa Musa, salute. What do I tell you about these kids? Bisexuality is normal to them. Drippy Papacito 69.
Why do you think I call them sexperts?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yo, when you see your boys in the street, do you greet them with a kiss on the mouth like the girls do? That's normal for you niggas? Dude, don't talk to me. Send your mom. Send your mom, seriously. Because I got to ask her about you. Where did you go wrong? Because this name, that's fucked up. Look at his name. You can't make this up. Look at his name. My son couldn't be online with this name. What does your father think of this name? Hey, you got a YouTube channel? Yeah, Pops. What's it? It's Drippy Papacito 69. And I defend a yellow nigga from Baltimore who ducks fights and beats women. And I'm the villain for speaking on that? And you talk to a black woman, you know what she'll say? Y'all don't defend us. Y'all don't defend us, right? Hey, Drippy, where was you when I defended Tank when his baby mama lied on him and tried to get them fucking folks to shoot him in front of his house? Where were you? I asked you this before. Where were you? Where were you? I did 2 live streams, and I said that bitch is a liar, and she tried to call those white folks to kill Tank Davis. And she should burn in hell. Took his toothbrush and put it in the baby diaper. Where were you? I went crazy on that hoe. And she was proven to be a liar. You know what I'm not going to defend? When you niggas are out here doing wrong. He beat the shit out of some chick at a club. What are you talking about? I ain't dropping no leak. Stop. You want to suck my dick? Get the fuck out of here. Go away. Hey, Wrench Gang. You already know what to do. He done made another account to come back.
Come on!
Your daddy's a fraud punk. That's why you don't know the nigga. And you look in the mirror every day and try and see if there's a resemblance between you and I. There's not. I'm not your father. Prez, what up? I'm not your father, you bitch ass nigga. Blame your mama. You hoe ass little nigga from Hollis, Queens. You hoe ass little nigga from Hollis, Queens. I didn't ask about how much you make. You're in here putting cases on people. We're grown over here. We're talking boxing, and you're mad because I'm talking about a nigga that you probably got posters on in your goddamn room. Listen, if you masturbate excessively over this kid that we hold accountable, that's up to you. That's between you and God. But I'm talking boxing. And Tank is an underachiever. And he's a woman beater. So goodbye. Stay the fuck out of my chat. Stay the fuck away from me. You're a homosexual, a capital H homosexual, and that's great. That's entirely up to you. But go to the other dick slurpers, like this clown over here that took KO's picture. Go to that nigga's channel. Go to that nigga's channel. That's what you do. And get that feel good. That's what you do. Go to those, but go to that real nigga's channel. Go over there. Well, he's not a real nigga. Go to the yellow nigga's channels.
Oh, he's a real nigga, all right.
He's a real nigga, all right. He ain't a real nigga, but he's a real nigger, all right.
Your new clip.
Half breed. Arab looking ass. 5'4" looking ass. Go to that motherfucker channel. It's too real for you over here. You have daddy issues and you're a homosexual. You're a homosexual. Last time you clicked the link, all I saw was the top of your head. I said, man, you are sending subliminals, aren't you? Look, Drew, this is what you want to see. The top of my head when I'm going like this. Have your head bobbing like a Hunts Point hooker. That's before your time, nigga. Nigger. Go somewhere. Go the fuck away. Why are you here? You don't fuck with me, but you're here. Why? Because I'm that dude. I'm that dude. You don't have to admit it. You do it because you're here. All the scumbags come through here talking, typing, and drop the link. Now, I don't want to talk to you. Why do you want to talk to me? I don't want to talk to you. For what? You know what you do? Turn your camera on, do 50 push-ups, and then I'll let you up. There it is. If you're a troll, turn your camera on, do 50 push-ups, and then I'll let you up. 50 straight ones, too. 50 straight push-ups. If you can't do that, if you're a troll and you want to scream and cuss, whatever, that's what you got to do. Turn your camera on, do 50 push-ups, and I'll let you up. Do that. The dude in the chat, he was fat with titties. When you beat your shit over Tank, you suck your own nipple. Your man boobs are horrendous. Homo. That's why you're here. I don't go anywhere where I'm not wanted. You and I had a conversation. You failed. And you're back. Why? I don't want to talk to dudes that suck their own titties. If you suck your own titties, I don't want to talk to you. You want some different shit. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Get the fuck out of here. He puts his salary, allegedly, in the chat. Nigga, I don't care. Do you know I could walk into the same club as anybody and pull better bitches? Y'all ready for the measurements? I am 6'2", 230 because it's the holidays and I've been eating. I have a big dick and a six-pack. I've hit the genetics jackpot. Why do you think there's dudes that meet the criteria of high-value man and they can get a woman and that woman will still fuck the nigga in the projects that don't have a job? You know why? Women like getting their spines knocked out of alignment. I'm that dude. That's why you're here. That's why these trolls are here. I can stop at saying I'm 6'2", because everybody that don't like me ain't even my height. Fuck out of here. Happy New Year. And the fantastic thing is that I don't have to lie about any fighter that I speak on. Tank made this list. He's what? An underachiever. He's a duck. Poor decision making. Jermaine, what up? All you niggas. And this faggot nigga from Hollis, Queens comes in, starts talking about women. You bashing women. I'm sorry. I'm bashing women because when you look in the mirror, you see a woman. He's talking about his salary. He ain't talking about no bitches he get. Young man, right? Ain't you supposed to be, y'all supposed to be talking about bitches y'all getting, whatever, you know, whatever. Why are you here? Why you want to lick my nuts? You can't, bruh. It's reserved for women. What's wrong with you? You're gay. That's what's wrong with you. That's what's wrong with you. Remember that old Seinfeld episode, y'all? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh, he's gay? Oh, he's gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just stay over there. You're gay like Tank. And Tank beats women. Where's the lie? It's on video. Where's the lie? He blew a $40 million payday because the best fight he had in 2025 was a bitch in Miami in the club and him about to go to court to fight that case. Dummy. And I'm mad. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong for talking about it. Hey, protect our queens, dummy. Protect our queens. Let me go to these super chats. I missed a couple. Eric Jordan said, Tank Frank stuttering, Miguel clapping cheeks for Bukaki. Oh yeah, this bitch ass dude that thinks he's my son. Daddy, why don't you want? I'm not your father, dummy. Listen, biology. Women don't get pregnant by oral. Talk to your moms and find out what the hell happened.
Bukaki.
That's all I did. Tank Frank Education F+. Get to the back of the classroom. Enoch, salute to you in that super chat. He says, this year, a comment on Dante's channel led me to Professor Black Truth, who led me to Jason Black, who honored Foreman, and to Drew Titan, then all the LDBC. You see that, Stormy?
Yeah.
This is how Enoch found me. Because I was on Jason Black. When George Foreman passed, I gave my 2 cents on that, and we got to talking about Deontay, and that's how Enoch found me. Salute to Jason Black and the Black Authority. This is what I do. This is what I do. All you Cortel Pro boxing fanatics, all you racist crackers that say that y'all don't like us, but y'all be in our chats. All of you niggers that want to just form some sort of coup because you want to be anti-LDBC, but you don't know why we even exist. See, look, here comes the chat. All right, watch this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all done made me do it. Y'all made me do it. Now watch this. Oh, boy. Watch this, y'all. Subscribers mode is on now. If you ain't been subscribed to me for 5 days or more, you can't speak.
Nigger.
Nigger. Well, let's run that. Let's run that. See? I'm a fucking rock star.
Nigger.
Oh, shit.
Nigger.
Oh, my God. Yep. Subscribers mode only. Custom. 5 days. Now what you gonna do? Subscribe to me for 5 days? Subscribe to me for 5 days? You faggot ass, punk ass, bitch ass nigga. Oh my God. Now how you feel, dummy? Come back in 5 days. And I'll tell you what, you little faggot. I'll tell you what, you're in New York. In 5 days, let me know if you want to get right, if you want to meet face to face, so I could punch you in yours. You make $100K a year. I'm sure you got great dental benefits. I will knock 5 teeth out your mouth. 5. So in 5 days, that's a tooth a day. It's a tooth a day. So in 5 days, come back. I ain't finna do this cha-cha-cha with you over the fucking internet. I'm not finna do that. Young Hollywood, salute to you in that super chat. Salute to you, brother. If you really want to get down with the get down, we could connect at a gym, and I will knock 5 teeth out your mouth with 2 punches, a jab and a hook. And tell me how you want it. Conventional or southpaw, because I got both. I'm that talented. And I ain't hit nobody flush in a second. In about 3 months. So in 5 days, come back. That's a tooth a day. And let me know what you want to do.
Special dental plan.
Yep. I will knock 5 of your shit out your goddamn skull. I'm not even kidding, bro. And I'll do it with 2 punches. Pick a gym. There's many in our city. You want me to find one in Queens? Meet me there. And don't pull no fuck shit, because I got something for you. Don't pull no fuck shit, because don't pull no fuck shit, because I have something for you. That's what I'm on this year. I'm rolling out the red carpet for you niggers. Because it seems that that's the only thing you understand. And you know what you do? Bring your girl. Because I'll knock your shit out and make her hot. Because women love alpha men. Ask me how I know. I've slapped niggas back in the day and made their girls hot. You know, he did deserve that. Really? Why are you talking to me? I'm saying he deserved that. And he ain't call me in a week. So what you want to do, freaky diggy? Stormy, they're too young for that. What you want to do, freaky diggy? Don't even get him a short stay. Staircase. So I done knocked your boyfriend's teeth out. And I can't tell if she had teeth, because I ain't feel any when I was throat poking her. So you got 5 days, little nigga. We in the same city. 5 days. Let me know what you want to do. Punk. Now, I didn't, Tone. And I didn't even waste my time watching the Nakatani fight. So let's get back to what I was talking about here. Underachiever of the year is Tank Davis. The giant coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't. Leave him alone. Let him get his money. You black, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm black. I left him alone. I said, I don't like this Jake Paul fight. I don't want to see Tank get hurt. It's a fake fight, and it'll be this fight that some bullshit will happen. Well, he found the way to fuck it up because he wants to run around in clubs and beat up bitches. And they have it on video. You tried to wife up a bottle girl at works at a strip club? You stupid ass. And then you fucked off your $40 million payday. Way to go, Dad. Because he's a father of 2 daughters, right? He got daughters. Right, cool. So we left him alone with his $40 million. He can't even get that. He can't even get that right. And all we said was, hey, man, we didn't know Lamont Roach was that nice. I knew he was okay. I didn't think he'd be able to compete with Tank like that. I didn't know. But he did. And I said, well, shit, run it back. Because I had Tank winning. Y'all remember? I said, man, Tank gonna knock him out in like 5 or 6 rounds, man. Didn't happen. He won't even fight Lamont Roach in a rematch. He wants to fight the guy that he fought to a draw. He wants to fight Isaac Cruz, a guy that he beat already with one hand. And I'm not supposed to speak on this? This kid is an underachiever. He's a fraud. He's been a goddamn fraud. So the biggest fucking idiot and underachiever in 2025 is Tank motherfucking Davis. Abdul Wahid. What happened to that guy? Abdul Haram Wahid. So my biggest what the fuck moment this year, Stormy, My biggest what the fuck this year is Edgar Berlanga. Hey, let me remind y'all. I went to that presser, and I saw Edgar, and Edgar was overdoing it. New York, he came in there. I think he had on Tim's, and he's doing all these gun gestures, rang, 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 and I'm like, okay. So I said, let me go talk to Hamza Shiraz, and I got close to him, and I'm like, wait a minute. I looked over at Edgar. I looked over at Hamza Shiraz. I looked over at Edgar. Then I looked over at Hamza Shiraz again. And I said, wait a fucking minute. Hamza's 6'4". And we was about maybe 6 weeks out to that fight. He was every bit of 220 pounds. And I'm looking at him. And I'm looking at Edgar. And I'm just like, wait a minute. And he was chill. He had on a suit. And I'm like, wait a minute. This might not go like how people think. And y'all remember what Fat Joe said? You know, he's a nice guy, but he gotta go. You know, Edgar, he's from the trenches. He's from the hood. He's from the trenches. Hamza don't give a fuck about no trench. Yeah, listen, let me tell y'all young niggas something. Nobody cares about how you grew up. I tell y'all little niggas all the time. I don't live too far from Connecticut. There's these preppy looking white boys right now with glasses on, and they're in doctor school and everything. But if you get in real close to them and you notice their ears look like they're turned inside out and they're cauliflowered, those little motherfuckers are killers. They will fuck you up. They don't care about what project you came from. They don't care about how many gun signs, gun things you're growing up, no, how many gang signs you're throwing up. They don't care about none of that. They will take you, grab you, and you'll be on the floor screaming, and he'll take your Timberland boot and turn it the opposite direction, and your ankle's broke. And they'll get up and pick up their glasses and their books, and they'll walk off. These cats ain't scared of you no more. So all of that, clack, 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 rang, rang, rang. Hamza was chilling, and he said, I'm gonna knock the bloke out. That's what he said. I'm gonna knock the bloke out. I said, oh shit. And what happened? He knocked the bloke out. He beat the shit out of him. It wasn't even close. So that was my biggest what the fuck moment. I was like, man. And we ain't seen Edgar since, right? He ain't got nothing lined up or nothing. I know he was in somebody camp watching him train or something. But listen, at 68, I don't see him doing anything. It's over for him. Here today, gone today. Your thoughts, Stormy?
Shout out to Hamza Shiraz taking out the trash. You know, because we need that in boxing. We need people to disprove and to pull the curtain back and, you know, shine the spotlight on what's not real in boxing. And I knew when Berlanga was so animated and talking and all of that, dude, you aren't that guy. Whomever that was that helped him get the Canelo fight, where he got that payday, because see, that was integral for him to get that money. But it wasn't as important for him to get indoctrination in the sport as far as raising the level of his abilities. We already knew he was a sewage fighter when he bit the guy that he fought, you know, several fights back before he faced Canelo. Biting in boxing shows a lack of something innate quality that is in a person, because boxing is a martial art, and in martial arts you have to be disciplined to be able to execute, to receive what you're involved in, and to be able to problem solve, to make adjustments, to overcome. When you resort to biting in boxing, this is not MMA, this is not the streets, it's not the alleyways. When you resort to doing that, you have officially shown any and everyone who's witnessing it that you're incapable.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, that is what it is. You're incapable. So that WTF moment for he against the situation that found him in the ring with Shiraz, it's good stuff. Shiraz showed another fighter who will be fighting very soon, coming up in January. He's going to be fighting Carlos Adames.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is?
Oh,
Ammo.
Emma Williams.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's fighting Carlos Adames coming up in January. So Shiraz taught him a thing or two. And we already knew he had some psychological issues going in because it had come out. These guys who have those kind of shortcomings should not be in the sport of boxing.
So, yeah, exactly.
Because taking blows to the head is not going to make their condition any better.
Real shit.
So yeah. So hopefully Berlanga can sail on into the sunset. He can buy his gold chains and everything and walk around. But as far as showing up in that square jungle called the ring, he's done. He's done.
If anybody knows anything different, let me know in the chat. Because I don't see anything. I really don't. I really don't. I'm looking for this video that I did about Hamza Shiraz and Stormy. You know, I can't find it. Let me go to my other channel.
When did you do it?
I did it the day after. I did it the day after it happened. I did it the next day. I said, man, look, this dude, it's on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram and it's on my TikTok. Y'all go follow me on TikTok. I dare you. I double dare you. Yo, it's not here. That's wild work. It's not here.
So that was July 12th.
That was around July.
When they fought, July 12th.
July 12th, they fought. So
you got to look for around that date, the 12th, the 13th.
It's not here.
Sunday.
It's not here, brother. It's not here, brother. Ain't that funny? That's funny as hell, bro. Okay. And I know I posted it. That's some wild stuff, bro. That's some wild stuff. That's okay. That is okay. Mansa Musa called him Bite Langa. That is hilarious. So what did we do? All right, yeah, biggest what the fuck moment. Okay. People to watch. I have down good brother Keith Cologne. Shout out to Keith Cologne. And Oshaki Foster. Those are the two main fighters to watch this year. Oshaki gonna have another breakout fight. You know what I'm saying? I think Tank done mentioned his name. Tank can go on fight Oshaki Foster. He just talking. He just running his fucking mouth.
That's just talk.
All right. Yeah. O'Shaquie will beat the shit out of Tank Davis. You disagree? Let's see if they make the fight. Because O'Shaquie's with the shits. Everybody's with the shits. Ain't nobody ducking him.
O'Shaquie is just like Devin in the sense that he is primed to take on someone with some name and reputation and luster and everything that he can take it from them. That's what he did, and I knew he was going to do it against Fulton. I knew it. See, because Fulton was supposed to have that pedigree of being a solid boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got outboxed big time.
Yo, these dudes stole that fucking, that's crazy, bro. That's all right. I'm gonna re-upload it. That's okay. Damn, these dudes is criminals, aren't they? Just taking my shit, right? That's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna re-upload it again. This is crazy work. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, I love doing what I do. You know why? Because the fact that I turn heads when I do it. You know what I mean?
Dude,
You know
this is a quality item in my merchandise. This is awesome. Can you blow that up so people can see it?
Let them know what that is, Stormy.
That's my Sensei mug. The merchandise is available. My link is in my description box for my merchandise. But this mug holds heat and cold equally. I mean, if you put a cold drink in there, it'll last a couple hours. I put a cold drink in here before we went live. I just finished the drink off. We've been on almost 2 hours. And if you have had hot tea or something or coffee in there, whatever that ceramic is made of, it will hold the temperature of whatever you're drinking out of there. And you got a nice little crescent emblem on there, the Sensei. See the 2 crossed swords with the boxing gloves in the middle at the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is some solid stuff, man.
I'll pick yourself up a mug. BPMB says Gary Russell Jr. That brother got to be more active. He got to be more active. Young Daisy says, what about Shushu? I mean, Shushu from my city, salute to him. I don't like it how he mixes it up. He adjusts to what his opponent's doing. He needs to make his opponents adjust to what he's doing because I don't want to see him, fighting down to somebody's style and then hurting himself. He don't need to do that. So salute to Shushu though. Salute to Shushu. What else we got here? Hey, 5 days, little nigga. 5 days, come on back and tell me what you want to do. Fat boy. Biggest duck. Coach of the year. All right, what do we expect in 2026? What to expect in 2026?
I expect a shakeup in the heavyweight division, first of all. I expect that someone is going to sacrifice and get in there with Jai Opataya, and he's going to have a breakout opportunity off of that. Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez need to sort matters out. They need to fight each other again.
Yeah, that was wild, bro. They got to run that back.
Carlos Adames is better than people are giving him credit for being at 160. And Janibek Alunhunuli has shown you that he's a cheater. So his reputation is in the toilet as far as I'm concerned, think in thoughts of him. You're a cheater. Huh? That's it for you, buddy. 147 will be a division that Devin could easily turn into his division, but will people have the heart and guts to get in the ring with him, or are they going to continue to play these games like Hearn is trying to play now with Crocker? Let the man fight. He's going to make more money fighting Devin than anyone else he could fight. Stop getting in the way of things. Let them fight on a Riyadh season event, even if it be for pay-per-view, but let Lewis Crocker fight and let him make the money and let Devin go get that belt. Because all it is now is more of the same with what they did to Terrence Bud Crawford with Devin now. He's in that seat, literally and figuratively.
Let me video file.
I expect Tank to take a loss in 2026. If he gets in the ring, I expect him to take a loss.
That nigga loses, bro. I'm gonna laugh, bro. I'm just gonna say what happens. If he wins, I'm gonna say what happens.
You can't hide, bro. You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah. If he wins, I'll say what happens. If he loses,
I expect Shitty Cuz to take a loss too.
Bro, I have a weird feeling about this Lopez fight, bro. I just
that
got
might
one
be
of
the
those,
one.
bro. I got a weird
If
feeling,
that's not
bro.
the one, it'll be the next one, because remember, the doors, the walls are closing in on him. He got to fight somebody now.
Oh,
somebody.
Oh, want to know what else? Y'all comfortable with this? Because y'all don't know. I just saw, I think Blue Blood said something about Canelo versus Iglesias. Listen, Canelo fans, don't be comfortable with that fight, man. Do not be comfortable with that fight, man. That's not a gimme fight. You fuck around, Canelo lose this one, he retires. Now, let me say this
about that fight is this. Iglesias is the kind of fighter that he'll be in front of Canelo. He'll be available. Mm-hmm. It's a good fight. He's fresher and everything. But it's a fight that Canelo could still look good in. It is, because of the style. Now, if he decides to box Canelo, be evasive and score and get out, but if he going in there to try to prove a point and show his nuts and all of that, it could end up being a different situation. But if that's a fight that's going to happen, I would like to see it. Because Canelo needs to fight threats, you know?
Right. And I think he's on the downside of his career, and definitely he is. And I think he's right for the taking at this point. I think that Bud fight took something out of him, confidence-wise. And I don't think his athleticism is like how he remembers it when he's under that god-awful gym.
But remember this, against, and see, this is why people notice I just gave Canelo some credit against Iglesias. I just gave him credit. There's something that when he faced Bud that people still, and even right now, are not giving him credit for. Bud is an experienced fighter, brother. He can download data and he can make adjustments on the fly at the drop of a hat. And once he went 2 rounds with Canelo, he knew what to do to him. That's why he was able to turn it up in the later rounds. Notice how they didn't have to prod him and say, hey, we're going in championship round. We need these rounds. He knew to step it up. See, that's understanding the climate, knowing where you are. Fighters like Ray Leonard, they had that. I might be behind. Let me go get him. See, he had a fight where they had to pull that out of him against Sean Porter. Remember the famous in-between rounds between the 9th and the 10th? Somebody got to him and say, hey, man, I think they might have him ahead. He was like, what? Him? How? He went right out there and put Sean on the canvas a couple times, and the fight was over. There's not a lot of fighters can do shit like that, bro. It's not.
But it's special. Let me play this since I'm still looking for this video. I know I have it, but let me play this.
Through this fight, it was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that.
This woman's from the Bronx. This is the woman that braids his hair that you men get moist over. Do y'all know the fanatics threatened her and she had to post what she didn't put in his hair? He said I had grease in my hair, in my eyes. It was called, it wasn't grease, it was called a jab from the Mont Roach. But check this out.
The grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm...
Why are you worried about why they booing you, stupid?
Saying bullshit, like this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around there and love you again.
Protect black women, right? Unless that black woman sabotage Tank. So which grease product did it? Look at this. Murray, Dax, Crescent Oil, Blue Magic, Super Grow, New Now. Remember that?
Got a couple of brands on there that I use.
Yeah. She says that there ain't any grease in the room with us. That's what she used. No alcohol, no wax, no grease. That's what she used. And y'all blamed her for him taking a knee? Wow. Protect all women though, right? Ain't that right, Hollis Queen? Hollis Queen. You dudes are fucking, y'all are gay as hell, bro.
And the grease come in my face.
Wow, the grease come in your face. Y'all really threaten that poor woman? Because the grease come in his face, the grease come in your... Pause. Excuse me? The grease did what? The grease did what?
What?
What's going on, bro?
I don't
You
know.
don't love my nuts.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch
What?
Out. Watch out. Watch out. But protect all women though, right?
Hey man, I'm liking my Three Wise Men backdrop. I ain't used it in a long time. It's like, you know,
I love that, bro. That's throwback. Now it's throwback.
yeah.
My gosh. My gosh. Damn. But 2026 is gonna be real telling. It's gonna be real telling. You clowns wanted me to talk about Mellow Yellow. I'll talk about him. Y'all just mad because y'all don't like what I have to say. But stop me when I'm lying. Does he not have legal problems? Did he not fuck up a $40 million payday?
Hey, I just thought of a good fight.
What's that?
About since he likes to fight Mexicans so much, how about Espinoza moves up and challenges Tank?
They'll like it, but how many people know who Espinoza is, Stormy? Which is great. How many people know him? Dicks. Knockout of the year. Who has that?
Man, you know, I gave it to Frank Martin.
Yeah, that was hard, man.
because that nobody saw that coming.
Why can't he rematch Frank Martin at 140? That just dawned on me. Beat him. Run it back at 140.
Dude, Frank Martin looked very good for having been off for a year, moving up to a new weight class, and having been stopped in the last fight. He looked great. And Rances Bartholomew was not a pushover.
No, was
a
not.
Cuban fighter, a little long in the tooth. He's 41, I think 40, 41 years old, but still the experience that he has as a boxing fighter. It's not like he goes out there and gets knocked out by people. And Frank took him out. I was like, whoa. And he was out. When he heard him and dropped him the first time, Rances was trying to smile and be smug and play it off. But dude, when he set it up nicely and threw from the southpaw stance, that 1-2, it hit him right on the chin and dude was out. The ref didn't even need to count. I was like, whoa, look at Frank.
He was stiff.
So that was my knockout of the year. It could have easily been another one of the knockouts, like even just last week, that what's his name? Badaris against Robles on Pro Box.
Well, yeah. That
was a hell of a knockout.
Nah, that was dope.
Yeah, man.
I like that. That
kind
was
of
dope.
slipped a shot and then came over with that right hand on dude's chin and just slept him.
You ever saw one of those things when you watch it, it makes you do this?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I was like, oh shit. I'm on the screen like, yo, you all right? No, he ain't make it.
Dude, so basically, but I gave it to Frank because you know what? He was in a comeback situation. And, you know, he was supposed to just get through that fight, get a win under his belt or whatever, but he stopped Rances in 4 rounds. That was impressive, Drew and chat. That was
how sharp did he look? You saw his foot placement?
You know, the last time he looked like that was when he beat young Ali, Michelle Rivera.
Oh, more on that probably Wednesday. Because y'all are just delusional as hell. And I'll just give y'all a little y'all so worried about the late Victor Conte. Y'all never, ever, ever talk about Usman Sajjad. Y'all don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. That's okay. I'm gonna remind y'all on Wednesday. I spoke about him before. I'm gonna have to remind you idiots. Y'all are never focused. Always focused on the wrong shit.
Yeah, but man. that was mine. What's yours? Knockout of the year.
You know what? I'll it's not necessarily a knockout. Like he wasn't asleep. See, Frank Martin, he slept him. He slept Bartholomew. Like there was but on paper as a stoppage, I'll give it to Usyk. And I'm gonna tell you why I'll give it to Usyk. And I can't stand this.
With the Dubois rematch?
Yeah, man. And I can't stand it because I had such high expectations that Dubois was better after the loss. And he was on a level.
Non-effort of the year.
That's what
Dubois. He came in there to collect that damn 80 million.
Yeah. And I'm just, you want to know, you know what? That can go up there with disappointment of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right up there. And because of that disappointment.
Shout out to John Charles, who got him another heavyweight that he working with, Tony Yoka.
Yeah.
And Yoka looked very good in his fight just a few weeks ago. He knocked the guy out in the first round, got him up out of there. But Don Charles working with them big men over there on the UK side of things.
Oh, man.
Yoka is basically like Anthony Joshua without the mental issues.
For people to watch, I did mention Tony Yoka. I didn't write it down. I thought Tony Yoka because of the addition of Don Charles. And let's keep an eye on Moses Atuma. And let's just see where that goes. I'm just gonna watch where it goes. But you know who my number one person to watch is? You already know. Truck. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Because although I'm saying watch Moses Atuma, I don't think he's the guy that they're pegging him to be. I
don't think so either. And guess what? I don't think he thinks either.
We're gonna see.
It's
Fabio Worley, guys.
His personality and characteristic, that I've seen, that he's kind of like, they patting him on the back and putting him up there and propping him up, right? But he's kind of like, hey guys, hold on.
People around him are like, hold on.
Yeah.
The guy to watch is the guy that's putting in the work, and that's Fabio Worley. So when we say truck, that's what we mean, y'all. Fabio Worley.
Yep.
He's doing the work. I had his trainer on here. Man, I wish you was on here with him, Stormy.
Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't able to make that show. I wanted to be on there, though.
We'll have him back. We'll definitely have him back, man. I definitely want to hear you guys chop it up, but he knows his boxing. Remember I told you we started talking about the shenanigans over there, and he agreed. And he started saying shit that we didn't even forward any information about. So he's around those guys, so he knows to protect the water, protect the food. And he forwarded that information. I was like, oh shit. Me and Trick was like, oh shit. He knows.
That's good stuff.
Fabio, if I'm going to say the next heavyweight to emerge into superstardom, it's him. And I tell y'all, I just see the work. I'm not on some American pride to the point where I can't tip my hat to somebody from another country. Fuck that. If I see the work, I'm going to acknowledge the work. And Fabio Worley is
we don't have anyone here that's putting in the work.
We don't, man.
What we might have to this is Richard Torres, but guess what? He doesn't have a good trainer. When I say good trainer, what I'm talking about is a trainer that is at that level that can bring him along through education and everything. He's got people that he's been working with through, his duration of being in the sport, but there's nothing that speaks special about Richard Torres.
He's limited. He's very limited. He's game. He's ballsy. I don't see him ducking anybody. He's very jittery.
He's like Drew and chat. He's almost like a heavyweight Nick Ball.
Wow. Wow.
When you think of it, wouldn't you say?
Yo, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
All the cojones in the world, and I'm not talking crazy, but all the cojones in the world, but he's lacking the I don't want to say talent. He's lacking the proper direction.
But if he had the right trainer who could teach him certain nuances, he could thrive. Because guess what? What he has inside, like his mental toughness, his heart, there's not a lot of that out there right now. So you need to add to that for his abilities. And because he's a former medalist, he has some ability, but he needs someone that can help make the transition to make him better.
Yeah,
I don't know. See, because when he fought Vianello, he beat Vianello, and the thing is, Vianello is a threat out there to certain fighters. He's the gladiator, they call him. Huh?
Yeah.
He's not a guy that you're just gonna walk through or walk over. Remember, he had that split loss to what's the Nigerian brother? The big tall Nigerian.
Yeah, that was beefing with Deontay. What's his name?
Yeah, he had the split loss to that guy. He could have easily won that fight. A round or two different scoring, and he could have won that fight. Vianello, I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
But
Vianello's a big dude too. He's not a small guy.
6.
Yeah. I hear you, Damon. He's saying that Richie is a walking knockout waiting to happen. It don't have to go down like that if he gets the right team. I'm just, I'm concerned because I see a lot of grit. Richie has a lot of grit, man. A lot of grit.
Yeah.
He just needs better direction. And I'm rooting for him, bro. I'm rooting for him. Storm, you saw him get knocked out in the Olympics? It's on YouTube. Richie Torres.
Did I see Torres get knocked out?
Yeah, you know who I think knocked him out? I
didn't
think
see
what you call it knocked him out. Well, what's his name? Herman Munster. Was that Herman Munster that knocked him out? That Dubois beat up and we ain't seen. The Croatian, what's his name?
Hrgović.
Hrgović. I think that was Hrgović that knocked him out. I'm not sure, but he slept him badly. But Richie got grit. He'll get in there, and and you know what Richie strikes me as? He strikes me as the type of fighter that's eager to learn.
That's
if you put him in a setting.
Top Rank is good at getting guys on track, starting them out.
Make money off of them, but are you helping them?
Get you wins under your belt and everything. But there comes a point where it's time to take that next step to the next level professionally. And Torres needs that, but he needs some help in the gym.
Yeah.
He needs some help in the gym. One of the things about like Teddy Atlas, and I'll say this, from what I can surmise presently, Teddy is the sole surviving, because I know Kevin Rooney is like incapacitated. He's not in a place where he can do this anymore as a trainer. But Teddy is the last remaining person that can assist fighters with Cus D'Amato's peekaboo style. And there are certain fighters who could really benefit from the elements of that. You heard me mention that Dubois could have benefited from that because he was young enough and athletic enough to do certain things. Over there, they don't teach you head off center line and everything in the UK. That's just something that they don't teach for whatever reason. And if you do have a UK fighter that's doing that, he usually learned it from a Western coach.
That's right.
But what Richard Torres could do, and I don't think Teddy would mind, he could pair up with Teddy to bring him in to teach him some elements of Cus's peekaboo defense, because he's about 6 foot, right? Torres. And we're in a landscape of all of these big 6'3+ guys. So he's going to need to be able to negotiate distance to get close to do what he does. Because when he hits you, he can hurt you because he can punch.
Yes.
But he needs to learn the elements of how to negotiate real estate and to keep himself safe, chin tucked, hands guard up, being able to slip, roll, bob, weave, and do those things and explode. And I think that Teddy could help him with something like that. I'm really, saying this in a complimentary fashion, because he needs to be able to have something like that to compete with these bigger guys. Yes. Once you take a couple of them out, then the landscape is going to open back up, because and I've said this many times over, the real true heavyweights are going to be from the range of 6 feet to 6'3".
That's right. That's
what it's going to be. Right now, we're in an anomaly of all these towering guys, the 6'6", 6'7" guys, but they are so limited within themselves. If you get a good fighter in there, they're going to go away. You see how Usyk handled them guys? Because he has ability. Remember, you can talk about size all you want, but if someone has ability, size is a box that you uncheck. Now you have to check other aspects when they have ability, when they become a full 5-dimensional fighter. Torres right now might be 2 to 3-dimensional. With the assistance and help that I'm talking about, could make him 3 to 4. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's how you can elevate within that frame. But if you don't make that move, you're going to be limited, and you're only going to get so far.
Speaking of robbery, salute to the Queen Rachel Donaire.
Salute, Rachel. How you doing?
Nonito was just fucking robbed.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was some bullshit, bro.
I heard about that. Now,
Dude
see,
only got 4 rounds.
I'm gonna tell you something about that.
I got some work on that judge, that Polish motherfucker. I got him.
I love the fact that Nonito has the fighting spirit of a warrior and wants to continue on with his career like he has. But see, this is the sport trying to tell him they don't want him. That's what Bud avoided. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? That's why they mad at Bud, because they didn't get a chance to do that to him. Nonito should not have to be in a position to knock every freaking body out to retain his title and position. He's an experienced fighter, and you have to respect what he's done with the sport, for the sport, and with operating within. A lot of these guys don't have what's required to defeat a fighter like him. His experience, just as we spoke at the meet and greet, his experience is too vast. He has too deep of a bag to go into to deal with any of these guys that he faces right now. There's nobody out there, because if there were anyone out there that can be on par with what he brings, they would be of his peer, his age, and the fighters from, that. But those guys are done, and he's still here. So it's the sport, it's these people. But he shouldn't have to just knock everyone out, though he can knock a lot of them out, but it's not a requisite for victory. And I don't like to see that. I don't like to see when a guy does what he does and you don't give him credit and the merit for what he does, because he might be of advanced age and everything like that. Remember, they were trying to force George away. But when he signed to fight Michael Moorer, I was like, George is getting ready to become the next heavyweight champion of the world at 45. And people were like, man, you crazy. I was like, he gonna knock Michael Moorer out. I told him. Because I knew Michael Moore's temperament. I knew how he fights. And Michael Moorer was a southpaw. George's best punch was a right hand. At some point during that fight, those two entities are going to cross paths. It just happened so that it was the 10th round. And that was that.
Stormy, people don't know boxing.
No, they don't. They don't.
They don't know like they think they know. And
Nigger.
if you don't know, now you know. What was the, in your opinion, I mean, other than Tank, because he takes the cake, what made you disappointed like this year? Like either whether it was like something that could have happened that didn't, or like amongst fighters where business got in the way. Do you have anything in mind?
What'd you say? What's the question again? I'm sorry.
Was there anything that made you like disappointed, like something that could have happened, but the business got in the way? It disappointed you.
I don't like how they allowed Ryan Garcia to slip away from Devin. I don't like that, because you see, it was set up for them to have their blood match. And there was a whole reason that Ryan was involved in the doping program and everything. the agreement was Devin dropped the lawsuit and I'll fight you in the rematch. And when they got close to, getting a date for the fight and everything, Ryan said, well, I want to fight another fight first. And Devin was like, cool, yeah, that's fine. We'll be on the same card, then we'll fight a rematch after that. And then he loses to Rolly. And then, remember, this was not immediately after the fight, because his rematch with Devin wasn't contingent on him winning or losing. It was supposed to be just the next fight. Then he comes up with this mysterious hand injury that he says he has to have surgery for and everything. And then he goes away, and now he's supposed to come back and fight someone else. Where is holding people to their commitment? I don't like that kind of stuff, because part of the agreement in that process was Devin dropping the lawsuit.
That's right.
And the lawsuit was not because Ryan beat him in a fight. We have to continue to stress that, because there are people out there trying to state it as that's what that was. He's suing him because he lost the fight and this and that. No, he's suing him over the contingencies regarding their contracted fight.
They had an agreement.
And so here we are. He got out of the lawsuit by getting Devin to put that aside, and Turkey making the deal for them to come together. And then he used a false thing about having a hand injury so it don't take place right away. A hand injury, Drew, is what?
The hardest injury to prove.
Thank you. In the sport of boxing.
That's right.
We never saw him cast it up.
That's right.
We never saw him. In fact, he laid low for a long time, didn't he?
He got real quiet. But
when it was deemed that he would get an opportunity against Mario Barrios, all of a sudden he resurfaces. His voice fliction has changed. He sounds exactly like he sounded going into the fight with Devin. The behavior of him, his personality has changed again. He's on that stuff again. He's on it.
Yep.
And the WBC, with their raising levels of this and that, are allowing for guys like him. How the hell does he fight for a title 3 times in a row and lost twice? How is that possible? You got other fighters who are world contending fighters who should be next in line, next man up. These guys are leapfrogging over people like that.
How does that work?
Connor banned these freaking drug cheats, banned substance cheats in the sport. So these are the things that make me feel exactly like I'm expressing at this moment, because this is not fair to the men who put in the work. And Mario Barrios should feel a certain kind of way, because he's out there actually sitting pat because he's scared to fight certain individuals because he's trying to hold on to a title. The title was never meant for you to hold fast to. It was meant for you to defend.
That's right.
And the only way that you can hold on to it is by defending it with strength and honor. If you are not doing that, then you are a freaking coward. A coward in the sport of boxing, because there are fighters who deserve a title shot. And these sanctioning bodies who take envelopes left and right and make backdoor deals and take that any kind of way you want. Rachel's out there. She can tell you about that. And they make these certain bouts happen. In the meanwhile, certain fighters sit on the sidelines. Christian and Billy has been sitting on the sidelines fighting in WBC eliminators for the past 3 years. Before him, it was Benavidez. Why you got to fight tough fight after tough fight after tough fight, but not get the shot? Why? Corruption. So Devin doesn't get the rematch with Ryan. He doesn't have the lawsuit. And now they're trying to keep other fighters away from him at welterweight because he's so good that, damn, we don't want him to be dominant like Bud was just dominant. Some of our Latino fighters, they're not going to be able to measure up. So we got to carve some space out for them because we want D&I, we want inclusion. And that's why we raise the levels. So, because some of them aren't really good enough to compete. So we got to give them something a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm disappointed with in the sport of boxing. And it's all falling under the same umbrella.
Yes. Where's the black fans talking about what you're talking about?
They don't know no better because they too busy glazing people like Tank Davis.
There it is. There it is.
Too busy. Doing
So worried about me.
Like that.
So worried about me because I
haven't lied in any instance of what I've been saying. I haven't told any lies. This is not superficial. This is not coming. Well, Stormy's just on his soapbox. No, I'm telling you facts. These guys are out here. That's why you heard me say, Bud retiring, great. He stuck it to them because they thought that they were going to be able to plan his downfall. He operated and maximized and optimized what his leverage and
checking in here at the Louis Armstrong.
Sorry, I had to get this video because somehow it's vanished off my. I'm just gonna upload it again, you idiots. This is why you back up all your work. Shout out to Shiraz. This is the video I was talking about, y'all.
Checking in here at the Louis Armstrong Stadium ahead of your man.
Who we got tonight?
Balanga, you already know, TS.
It's Balanga time, TS, baby, by knockout.
That's what I was to say, Edgar Balanga taking on Hamza Shiraz.
You're going to put him through the ropes.
How excited are you for Edgar's challenge here?
I'm so excited. You know, the guy's a good guy, but he got to go. You know, we don't play that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. He come from the streets. We're not playing that.
How excited are you, I guess, to see him here at the Louis Armstrong?
So excited.
Yeah.
So excited. I think we might be bringing him in the ring, right?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah,
I think we're bringing him in. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. He come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. He come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. He come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. He come from the streets. We're not playing that. You know, Edgar Balanga come from the trenches. 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 Come from the trenches.
I'm from the trenches. The trenches. Why niggas be screaming on love for these bitches? Just fuck all these bitches and so my bitches. Look, the punching the top, we need fast cash. Running around like the shit back there. We see it, we wonder, we back there. We be yawning up shopping, we tag that. I'm from the trenches. I'm from the trenches. I'm from the trenches. We smoke the funkiest stitches. I gotta get in my fingers, keep bitching, keep down, keep pushing the way like a bitch.
Oh my God. Shiraz, congratulations. Balanga. Oh my God, you got knocked out. Oh my God. Oh, something Canelo Alvarez couldn't do.
Let me say something about the trenches and the streets. In the sense of what he's talking about, what are the streets and the trenches, and where are they considered in society? Can you answer that question for me?
The streets is death. There's nothing out there.
And the trenches?
is where you lay to rest.
So, did Hamza Shiraz put him where he belonged?
That's right.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, that's where you put him.
He put him exactly where he belongs.
Sensei, is anyone talking about how Edgar need to get that back in blood? Anybody? Because he didn't get up the way Devin got up. Shiraz wasn't juicing. Y'all sure y'all want to have these conversations with us? The trenches. What do they always say about Devin? Oh, you grew up good. You had a Mercedes when you were 16. You went to private school. Blah, 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 undisputed. Blah, 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 warrior. Blah, 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 fighter of the year. Blah, 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 go F yourself. All that trenches you Tonka truck fans are talking about, the trenches, look where it's getting your boy. Look where it's getting him. 2026. Why do you think he's going after Eastside Cruz, man? And not the guy that fought him to a draw? Y'all cool with that? Y'all cool with that? All right, man. I wanted to go to this.
Oh, double knockdown.
Bro.
Wow. I think Martinez more hurt. And he is. Joe James back to his feet. Whoa.
No!
He is still staggered. Referee's going to check out both of them. I don't know. Martinez looks real Never hurt. Seen that in boxing before in real life. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing?
That is crazy, bro.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But knockout of the last 15 years. It's not even in boxing, y'all. Y'all may or may not have seen this, but this is knockout of the last 15 years. This right here. Yo, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Imagine waking up like, damn, man, he got me. Yeah, Tony, you kind of got him too. Hey, what? Yeah, look at this. You know, this is crazy. But you know who stole the show? Not these motherfuckers. It was the ref. Look at the ref, y'all. Look at the ref. Yo, wait, hold on. Look at his face. Look at his face. Yo. He was like, what the fuck? What do I do? What do I do? Yo, he was shocked. He was shocked.
Hey, the ref actually called for some help. He run that through to the end. The ref actually called for some help. Hey, you count for him, I'll count for him.
He said, you get in here, I don't know what to do. Yo, is this a draw? How do you call this? On their resume, is this a knockout? A knockout win but loss? Is it a no contest? I'm being serious. How do you call this?
It's a double knockout as far as I'm concerned.
So it's a KO loss or a victory? How do you... If this happened in boxing...
lost.
They both... Right.
No one... You have to be able to get up inside the count.
Right.
To get the victory. And neither one got up. So it's a double loss.
So that's an L for both of them, right?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
No, that's not a no contest. They competed to the end. That's the end. You're seeing the end for both men.
No, they were both asleep before they hit the ground.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But how? So it's a loss for both of them. It's a loss. It's a L. That's wild work. This is still the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in any combat sport. I think I saw something similar, but it was with a kick. They both threw the same roundhouse kick, and they hit each other with shin to head, and they both knocked each other out. I never saw it with a punch. They were asleep before they hit the ground, bro. Yo, the ref called for help. Oh, shit. That's bullshit. Yo, dude on the right. Yo, bro, listen. Dude on the right, his arms in the air. That's how you know he was sleeping bad.
Yep.
He was sleeping bad. They don't remember shit.
Dude on the left was sleeping comfortably. He in that position that you be in when you lay in a water bed or something. Like,
oh man. Yo, this is crazy. But I think this is about 15 years old now, but this was the greatest thing I ever seen, bro. Every fighter that watched this, I saw reactions to this. They used to be on YouTube somewhere, and known fighters just started cracking up. They're like, what the hell just happened? Man, Boss Rutten fell out his seat laughing at this. This was so funny, man.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That's insane. Well, let's pack it up, man. It's been a, we didn't get everything we wanted this year, but there was a lot of vindication. The boxing gods had things in alignment. You know what I'm saying? I got what I wanted from Devin as far as vindication, and his work ethic spoke for itself, and everyone around him revealed themselves. And no matter how hard you guys fight, we know what we saw from Teofimo to Tank to Shakur to Keyshawn to Richardson Hitchens. Devin put out a list, and Hitchens wasn't even on it, but Devin's dad Bill pulled up on Rich, and then Rich said I was just playing to the Boxing Voice the next day. I love how Bud is going out. He's going out on his terms with a shitload of money, undisputed in 3 weight classes. He got Canelo's head on the silver platter. There's nothing they could do about that. They were going to try and get him in there with Benavidez. I saw it coming. They were going to bill it because he knocked out his brother Jose. Fuck that. Get out of there. Salute to David Benavidez. I didn't even speak on him, but I will. He's getting the work done. So far, so good. There's still things I want to see him do. I don't want him to jump too far ahead of himself. You want to go to cruiserweight because that's a money fight with Zurdo. Just chill for a minute, though. Chill for a minute. There's a litmus of other things that I didn't cover. I was disappointed that the Edwin De Los Santos and Keyshawn Davis fight didn't take place. I think that's a duck from Keyshawn. I think that was a duck. I was disappointed in his behavior at that event between him and his brothers, and he paid the price. But 2025 was a really solid year because all the haters, the Bud haters, the Devin haters, y'all got shut the fuck up, didn't y'all? Y'all have nothing to cheer about at all. At all. And 2026 is going to be, actually things been getting better since 2024. We had a lot of happenings. Then we had the year of truth, and wait till 2026. More to come. Closing thoughts, Stormy.
There's not a lot of 5-dimensional fighters in boxing right now. One of the best just retired. Devin elevates to the status of consideration. My words will be marked by what he does coming in the ensuing months and near future. let's not forget that he did get 2 fights under his belt last year. Hopefully next year he can get at least 3. There are fights on the horizon as early as this coming January that we're going to see some things transpire. Boxing is in a good place, but we need more of the independence of fighters, meaning stop aligning yourself with promotional groups that want to basically live off of your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Your independence is important. That doesn't mean that you're independent, you walk around and do what you want. No, what that means is that you leave the opportunities open to test the waters for whatever the best options are for you, the best deals for you, the best fights for you. You need to get out of the A side, B side mentality that Floyd Mayweather kind of cemented into the minds of young fighters and up and coming fighters behind him, because it wasn't that before his era. The real fighters fought one another because they wanted to just test themselves. They wanted to see if that guy is who they say he is, or if I'm the guy they say I am. That was very important. It's all been displaced now by securing the bag.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this, chat, Andrew. How many fighters who have secured the bag and are no longer fighting still got that bag? When you can answer that, then you'll know that the words that I speak are factual. Okay? So these are my thoughts. Come on, 2026, because there are fights to be made. I enjoyed 2025's boxing. I did.
I did too. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. I'll be back tomorrow. Talk on some more boxing. Y'all make sure y'all stay blessed for the rest of this year and rock and roll into the new year. All right. And let's continue to stand down business. Me and Stormy gonna be cooking tomorrow night. Nerds on Culture. Y'all just pull up. Man, it's always about the sport. I don't want the pretenders.
Let's make tomorrow's Nerds, because I haven't put anything up yet. Let's make tomorrow's Nerds an open thing where we just freestyle it.
We do that. We
can even open the panel up too.
Cool. We can do that.
Year-end special, you know, we can do something like that.
Definitely, definitely. That'll be great. So y'all pull up, you know what I mean? And we got a lot more in store in 2026, because 2025 was one big I told you so. Y'all not even paying attention. In 2026, it's going to be I told you some more. I told you so, and I told you some more. You know what I mean? So y'all can be mad. Y'all monkeys. Bronx on deck.
Move! I'm gay. Gay, like super gay. Like one down here, one here, one here, one here gay. I thought you knew that.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.